Tilarus Atia, facility which prisoners use cell phones. Yesterday you saw it was so easy for prisoners. We saw them with cell phones doing Facebook Live. It was strange, Tilarus.
Yes, Leo. Well, when I was at the principal prison, phones were banned. Phones were not allowed. In fact, if you are caught with a SIM card, I mean, if they see you with a SIM card, whether it is functional or not, you could be in cell because they have a dark cell there. You could be there for like 1 month or more. Talk less of having a phone with you. So it's strange. It's strange that it got to that level. But then the conditions in prison are very disturbing. Our prisons are overcrowded on the most part. I think that is everybody knows that the prisons are crowded. And when they are crowded, it means that people don't get to feed well. They don't get to feed well. Medical care is limited. I remember when I got to prison, they did. You have to pass through the health center. When they bring you to prison, the next thing you do after the preliminary registration and those things is to go to the hospital or the infirmary or whatever passes for a hospital there, for them to take your vital signs, for them to know if you have allergies, all of those things. And that was done. But when I reported that I had catarrh and cough, the only thing they could give me was, how do they call that thing again? Some Dexa. They only give me Dexa with paracetamol. So it means that somehow at the time, the pharmacy or the infirmary was not well equipped with the basics. They could be cold, they could be cough because of the congestion and all of those things. People can get sick. Some of those airborne diseases, the pharmacy or the infirmary did not take appropriate dispositions to be sure that those medications should be there. When I saw people going live on Facebook with their phones in prison, I was really disturbed because although phones are forbidden in prison, you cannot also deprive some persons the access of talking with their family. When you arrest somebody from Nkambe, you arrest somebody from Kumba, and you take that person to Yaoundé to be detained in Yaoundé. You arrest somebody from Kuseri, for example, and you bring them and detain them in Yaoundé. You don't expect their family members to be able to travel from Kuseri and come to prison to visit them. You don't expect the families to come and give them food on a regular basis. So they need those phones, though illegal, to communicate with their families, to get food, to get, if they are sick, they can get money and beg warders to buy medicine for them and those things. So those phones is not something to use in the open to the point where you go live on Facebook and draw attention to the prison. Because when it happens that way, one, they're going to remove some prisoners and take to other detention centers. They will separate them. Two, they are going to do search. The prison authorities will search the prison and remove even metallic spoons, combs and those things. They're going to be taken out of the prison. Plates, breakable plates and those things will be taken out. Phones will be taken out. Chargers. So it's going to make life difficult for the prisoners when things like this happen. I think that there were better ways of presenting those grievances, aside making it the way it sounded as if it was some pre-arranged something to destabilize the prison.
Est-ce que ça a exposé le mal-être des prisonniers camerounais?
Bien sûr que ça a exposé, mais pour cette fois-ci en mondiovision. Parce qu'avant, on savait que ça fonctionne comme ça. Mais les autres pays n'avaient pas la possibilité de voir cette horreur. Vous vous rendez compte, j'ai vu un film quand j'étais jeune, Rock Alcatraz. Alcatraz, c'est une prison aux États-Unis, sur une île où on envoyait les plus grands brigands, les plus grands trafiquants et meurtriers. Alors, ceux-là subissaient à Alcatraz parce que c'était une prison spéciale. Mais alors, la privation de liberté, qui fait en sorte qu'il y a une sanction par rapport à un acte qu'un homme a posé dans la société, et qui n'est pas la seule sanction, il y en a d'autres, ne peut pas transformer la vie de l'homme qui a déjà été sanctionné à ce que sa vie devienne dans une maison d'arrêt comme un enfer. Ça, c'est inhumain, dégradant. Même à ton pire ennemi, tu ne dois pas donner, n'est-ce pas, des traitements inhumains, dégradants, au point de l'assimiler à un animal, à quelqu'un qui ne mérite pas de vivre. Oui, j'ai vu ces images de Yaoundé, et le sentiment que ça m'a donné, c'est le sentiment réellement de voir que mon pays n'a pas été différent depuis pratiquement 70 ans. J'ai même fait un rapprochement avec une autre image, qui était l'image, n'est-ce pas, de Lumumba, l'image, bien sûr, du deuxième vice-président du MRC à celle de Lumumba, quand il était porté dans une voiture en étant amené dans une forêt, on allait l'assassiner pour la dernière fois par des geôliers de l'époque de la Belgique antique. Alors, comment pouvons-nous imaginer qu'à l'époque des indépendances, des guerres de résistance, on pouvait avoir des tortures comme celle-là? On pouvait avoir des tortures comme on a infligé un pot de Ruben Ugnobé dans les années 60. Et qu'aujourd'hui, en 2019, on puisse encore voir le cliché, ce type de cliché apparaître. Oui, ça fait mal. Ça fait mal parce qu'il y a des familles qui regardent. Il y a des enfants qui regardent. Il y a des amis qui regardent. Il y a des pays frères et amis qui regardent. Et à ceux-là qu'on raconte chaque fois que quand nous sommes au Cameroun, voilà comment nous vivons. Et disent non, vous racontez beaucoup. Et quand la vérité sort comme ça, mon Dieu, vision, je vous jure que c'est pas quelque chose de bon.
Well, it's becoming evident that this CRM, the Cameroon Renaissance Movement of Professor Maurice Kamto, is an opportunistic party because they don't go for what they want. They wait for others to present their grievances and they hide under those things to portray their own grievances. If the CRM had their own grievances, they would have met the prison authorities because the minister says in the communique, in the second paragraph, that what was initially announced to the authorities of the prison as a group, a meeting of those who are detained in connection to the Anglophone crisis, for them to present, to sit and discuss and present their grievances and problems to the administration, was overtaken by violence. How were MRC military arrested in North and Southwest? They were not. If Anglophones had gone to take authorization to hold their meeting and discuss their issues, what was the place of the CRM? So it means that they are opportunists. When all what happened in the diaspora happened, the Brigade Anti-Sardina, all of that, Professor Maurice Kamto's pictures were put in some of those embassies that were burnt. Even if they are not the ones who, he's not the one who sent those people, the people are passing for CRM militants. They are passing for people who sympathize with the ideas of the CRM. And the CRM did not denounce them from the beginning. So it gives the impression that the CRM wants to ruin the country before they take over. Because if your interest is to take over power, to seize power and use it, then you will not take power and use it in a country that has been destroyed already. Because, in my opinion, the CRM simply benefited from maybe the Anglophones who wanted to hold their meeting did not see it in their mind that kind of thing was going to happen. But it happened, and unfortunately, it has ended the way it has ended. But it doesn't justify the pictures that are trending on social media of the first vice president of the CRM being treated as if it's an animal that is going for slaughter. I think it doesn't justify to free some of these political prisoners, make it such that the prisons are less crowded, because oftentimes they are crowded because you have so many persons who are awaiting trial in prison. You have persons who have been there for very long periods, 2 years, 3 years, without their verdicts coming out. You have persons who are tried under the anti-terrorism law, because the law defines terrorism so broadly, it gets every small offense. In fact, to insult a civil servant in this country is an act punishable by the anti-terrorism law. You are supposed to be tried at the military tribunal. To block traffic, to even protest without taking authorization from, without indicating to the DO or the administrative authorities, it's an act of terrorism. So terrorism has been defined so broadly that every other person in Cameroon is a potential terrorist. And these are things that our lawmakers should be fighting for. I think that the laws are made to ensure that human coexistence is better. It's not to inhibit our lives as human beings, our expression of our basic freedoms, our expression of the things that we feel are not right, or even if you go by this law, even a march in accord with something. Maybe if you were appointed minister today, and we take to the streets in celebration, it could be an act of terrorism.
Le code de procédure pénale instruit de façon claire que les délais de procédure doivent être des délais raisonnables pour permettre une certaine fluidité de la justice et de rendre la justice crédible aux yeux de la population aux yeux des citoyens. Vous croyez qu'une justice est crédible quand un homme fait 50 fois le parquet alors que sa décision n'est jamais sortie? Vous pensez qu'une justice est crédible quand un homme est détenu dans une maison d'arrêt et qui n'est jamais appelé, n'est-ce pas, en audience pour être entendu? Vous pensez que ça rend une justice crédible? Vous pensez que ça honore, n'est-ce pas, les citoyens de ce pays? Vous pensez que ça honore les dirigeants de ce pays? Non. On a tellement patienté. Et pour ceux, n'est-ce pas, de la crise anglophone, nous savons que cette crise dure, n'est-ce pas, 3 ans aujourd'hui. Dans le fond, qu'est-ce qu'on leur reproche exactement? Même s'ils avaient fait des choses, n'ont-ils pas le droit de connaître les sanctions? Est-ce qu'on doit les garder sur des procédures judiciaires interminables pendant des années? L'homme n'est pas une machine, encore moins un animal, qu'on doit traîner sur le soleil et sur la pluie, le retirant, n'est-ce pas, tout ce qu'il a de vital en lui infligeant toute la puanteur qui fera de lui ce qui n'a jamais existé. Non, ce n'est pas normal. Ou quelqu'un qui a été privé de liberté parce que il a posé un acte délictuel dans la société que le code pénal sanctionne. En ce moment-là, la société dit, OK, comme tu as failli à cette règle que nous sanctionnons, on te prive de liberté. Désormais, ta maison, c'est dans cette prison. La prison ne doit pas être un enfer parce que la sanction n'a pas le seul but de fracasser ou de fragiliser l'homme. La sanction a un but éducatif, un but de resocialisation de celui-là qui a subi la sanction de la société. C'est pour ça que la maison d'arrêt ou la prison doit être un endroit où un homme, bien que privé de ses droits civiques, doit être en mesure de vivre de façon décente.
My media friend, we pray for the best for all the inmates out there in not only in Nkondengui, all the prisons in Cameroon.
And most of them are on pre-trial detention. Nobody knows if
Now,